Sunday evening, you sit down to plan the week. The page is still blank, so you open AI. What comes back is a neat list you'll ignore by Tuesday. The problem isn't AI, it's the question. Here are three questions to ask instead. Before Monday does the deciding for you. The first one isn't about next week, it's about last week. Open the AI. Paste in your calendar. Meetings, blocks, whatever's on there. Then ask, looking at how I spent last week, what pattern do you notice that I've been overlooking? What comes back is your own week, translated. The errand that somehow ate half a day. The Wednesday afternoon that keeps disappearing. The meeting you said was quick that ran an hour. The project you thought you spent Monday on that actually took Thursday and Friday combined. None of that is new information. You already lived it. But you were inside it. AI isn't defending your story about the week, so it names things you were carefully not looking at. Notice you didn't ask for a plan. You gave AI something it can actually do and spot patterns in text, and pointed it at your own data. You don't need it to tell you what to do next. You need it to tell you what you're overlooking. The second one flips direction. Instead of looking back, you point AI at what you're planning to do. Draft your plan for next week. Rough is fine. Even 3 bullets is enough. Then ask, here's my plan for next week. What am I most likely to regret by Friday? That question does something specific. It doesn't ask AI to fix your plan. It asks AI to be the version of you at the end of the week, the one looking back, and tell you what present you got wrong. What comes back is uncomfortable in a useful way. The commitment you said yes to that Friday, you will resent. The 3 quick calls on Wednesday that will collapse the afternoon you were trying to protect. The Saturday project that's somehow become 2 Saturdays. The evening you promised your family would stay free that now has an appointment sitting on it. You keep the plan, you wrote it, AI just poked at it. And now you have, for the price of 5 minutes on Sunday, an idea of where your Friday self is going to trip. This third one is the surprise. The first 2 questions had you doing the asking. What if AI could do that job too? Same setup, your plan, your calendar, whatever context you'd share. But this time, don't ask it to answer anything. Give it this instruction instead. Don't make the plan yet. Ask me 3 hard questions about my week first, like these. If I could only do 3 things this week, which 3 would still matter 30 days from now? Looking at my calendar, what's taking time next week that doesn't deserve it? Which items are on this list because they've always been there, not because they still matter? Prioritization, audit, elimination. AI didn't hand you a plan. It handed you the questions you'd need to ask yourself to make one. That's the flip. Most of us walk up to AI and ask it to do the work. The move is asking it to give you the questions that make the work worth doing. Show it your week. Ask it to interview you, then answer the interview yourself. That's the move. Every one of them made you do the thinking. AI's job was to bring the material up. Yours was to look at it. Most AI advice tries to change AI. Better prompts, bigger context, cleaner instructions, those help. But they're all trying to get AI to do the work. The one that changes what happens on Sunday isn't a better prompt. It's a better question aimed at yourself. That's why the 3 questions in this video weren't productivity hacks. Each one just handed the week back to you. What last week looked like. What next week is going to cost. What you're not asking that you should be. AI is a mirror, not a manager. It shows you your week. What you do with what you see is still yours. So this Sunday, don't start with the plan. Start with the questions. Drop 1 question you'd add to the list. I want to see the ones I missed. Next, what to ask AI before your next meeting. Subscribe for new videos on how AI is reshaping how we learn, think, and adapt.